Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I'm your Dungeon Master, All Dragon, and the players are...
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon Miacc, who's a human fighter from an asteroid near Brow.
Hi, I'm Cape Sword. I play Darrakar. He is a Minotaur fighter from Brawl.
Hi everyone, I play Solas of Ebha, who is Half-Elven Cleric Mage of Ogma.
Hi, I'm Diamond Worm, and I play Lankas Skipzaggle, who's a Tinker Gnome from a Illusionist Thief Tinker Gnome from Crit.
Hello, everyone. I'm Salem Motor. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
Hey there, I'm Zakhan. I play Lafdul Moonglade, a elven specialty priest and thief multiclass from Realm Space. His gimmick is coming up with fan titles every week, and his current title may have evolved around his last battle, and his it's the strategic stalwart staller, because he basically just stood still.
You basically did
Like
not
the
just
Minotaur.
stand still. You were doing a lot more than just standing still, sir.
I was in a single spot.
Yeah,
Move.
yeah.
Even
you
if-
were most definitely not
if-
standing still. If you would, you
Even
would have
if
been
your
gored.
character, even if your character doesn't move from the square, he's still actively moving.
I know what he's getting at. Anyway, James is running a little bit late. For viewers who wish to give the player or dungeon master of your choice a bit of a boon, 500 bits will give them a reroll. Currently, Braxon has 2, Finn has 3, Ockar and Lafdul have 0, Darrakar has 1, Solas has 0, Lankas has 1, I, the dungeon master, only have 10. And thank you very much for that resubscription, Gildatong. So we left off last time just at the end of the fight in the heart of Ulam Forest. And you guys did manage to cleanse the foulness that was infecting the woods. Immediately after taking care of that undead amalgamation, the storm broke, the earth calmed down, the sun started breaking through the clouds, and you're able to take a moment to catch your breath. The forest has calmed down, and the two treants, the red-barked treants, seem stunned and are unmoving. Was there anything that anyone wanted to do immediately, or are you just like taking a moment to catch your breaths?
Solas
Bra-
casts Detect Evil.
Okay.
I was going to ask Ockar to stare at it, but that works. I will cast
But
a healing spell
this is better
on
than...
Finn, if allowed. I'll cast Cure Critical on Finn.
Yeah, you can go ahead and cast what you want. All right, so Solas, you cast Detect Evil. You are not detecting that overarching evil that was there before.
Do I detect any residual evil on the bones?
No, it is gone.
And no evil from the trance?
Nope.
Okay, then after that, Solas will fly to the party and tell them that there doesn't seem to be any evil here anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for the healing.
Down.
Sorry, Finn. What?
I said thank you for the healing.
Oh, yeah, you were like pretty bad, so. And
Finn is going to attempt to talk to the treant.
Okay. You know Treant?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So the treant slowly comes out of its out of the stun that it was in, you're noticing the red hue in the bark is beginning to recede, like starting at the very tips of the branches, and it's like it's draining out from them, leaving behind just an unnatural ash white shade. But the treant comes out of it. The other one slowly moves over as well. The first treant that you speak to says to you in treant, since you're speaking to him in treant, "Thank Amantiensian, the curse is lifted. Druid, we are not long for this world. The damage is too great in body and spirit, but before we pass on to the deep wood of the grandfather oak, we have a boon to request of you. Plant one seed from each of us here in this glade, and as a gift we give you a special acorn for the day you tend a grove of your own. Our offspring will grow and tend to the healing forest in time. Thank you once again." And then they fall silent and unmoving, and you're pretty sure they just died.
Ah, I had a plant growth spell. Maybe that could have helped them.
No, you're pretty sure,
Nah.
like once the red has drained from them, they are like ash white.
Yeah, I know
like
there's
dead
nothing I
wood.
could do. So
Yeah. Let me go ahead and change that to tint color.
Braxton's gonna say to Finn, "Do we need to clear any of this undead stuff out the area to help this tree regrow?"
It probably wouldn't hurt. Finn will
Uh,
also
Solas,
go over to the treants and collect the seeds.
Okay. So they're like the leaves have gone ash white and are starting to fall. Um, you think that leaving them here to fall naturally and decay naturally is going to help the soil here. So there's nothing that you need to do with the treants themselves. But on this one, the one that you spoke with, there are two acorns or acorn-like growths that still look healthy, and there is one acorn on this one. And you can tell instinctively when you pick them up which one to keep for yourself.
Okay. And I will look for a likely spot to plant them.
Okay.
Solas will pick the devil skull and use holy water on it while praying to Ogma to cleanse it to keep it as a trophy from this adventure.
Okay.
since when were you? I like an Ockar, like Norseman,
this is
like collecting trophies.
This is for the group, to our citadel.
No, that's just unusual. That's all. Seeing you do it.
I mean, it was mighty evil that we destroyed.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It just took me by surprise.
So, the rest of the party helps Finn dig some holes deep enough for the acorns and get some planted. You decide to put one on either side of this great tree. It's the tree itself is over 100 feet tall, by the way. Like it is a gigantic oak here. And upon completion, you do notice, Finn, that there is a single small green leaf that has sprouted, and you're pretty sure that over time this will return to a healthy normal tree of great size. You can also see that the black of the bark has started to fade, and it's a little bit more brownish. And upon completion of planting those acorns, a beam of sunlight breaks through the clouds and just bathes you all in warmth. And you feel a blessing come over all of you. I will save Ockar's for when he gets back. But Braxon, I'm sorry?
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
We've been
Lafdul?
cursed.
It's called a blessing.
Yeah, blessings can be curses if, depending who they're coming from.
Only if you are getting blessings from trickster gods.
Hold on a second. Let me go
Bra-
change what Lafdul's was going to be.
Mm.
Braxon, you find yourself more knowledgeable on navigation, and you gain the free proficiency wild space navigation.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we can
Lafdul,
get lost in wild space.
you
Yeah.
find yourself blessed with the swimming proficiency.
Oh, that's useful.
Solas,
Mm-hmm.
is there a not uncommon language that you've wanted to learn how to speak, read, and write?
Not uncommon, so common.
Well, not super duper rare.
Okay. I need to think that for a moment, if it's okay.
Okay, I will come back to you, but in only a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Finn, one of your herbal magic concoctions will have its penalties halved, rounded down. So if it was like -5, it would be -2. One of your choice, one that you find particularly useful. So that any penalties to the search and any penalties to the preparation.
I'll have to look through them and see.
Okay. Darrakar, you find that yourself, or you find that you have an instinctual ability now to fight in absence of light. So you gain the blind fighting proficiency.
Awesome.
And Lankas, you can gain any one spell that you can learn, so it has to be of a level that you can learn, that is outside of your restricted schools. It does not count towards the known spells that you're allowed to learn per level, and it will have a minimum page usage.
Okay.
So any one spell from within reason, like don't go through all of the Encyclopedia Magica wizard spell compendiums or anything like that, but Player's Handbook, Tome of Magic, Spells and Magic, any one of those spells that's outside of your normal schools.
Okay. That's outside of my normal schools.
Yeah. So
I can learn an opposition school?
Yep.
Oh. Okay, that is very useful.
Solas, have you thought of a spell? I mean, a language?
Yeah. Do giants have their common language, or
Yes.
Does every giant species have own?
There is giantish. I mean, there are dialects of it as well, but there is a giantish tongue, and it is a written language.
Then I would like giantish.
Okay. And Ockar, for when he returns, he will find that he has a greater bond with Bjolmoth. Bjolmoth will be gaining 1 hit point for every level that Ockar has, and will also be blessed with Ockar's Paladin +2 to saving throws. And while Ockar is riding Bjolmoth, Bjolmoth will enjoy Ockar's saving throws against any attacks.
That's nice.
He'll enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
Not just have them.
Right.
He'll go, oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
these-
he'll enjoy them.
I'm really enjoying these saving throws.
He'll enjoy them, all right.
Being higher level and just having your 4th level or 4 hit die mount just get one-shotted by something, because you're taking on, like, I don't know, archdemons or someone, you know, late game. I don't know.
So the you feel a sense of peace fall over the clearing as well. Birds are singing pleasantly in the forest for the first time since you entered it. There's a gentle breeze blowing through as well, like the windstorm has just turned into a gentle summer breeze kind of thing. And things just are calm. Finn, you do notice that floating from across the clearing from the forest and moving against the breeze is a cloud of pollen or spores, and it does seem to be moving towards you as a group. As it gets close to you, you realize that it resembles a humanoid form walking across the field, and stops just short of you all. And Finn, you realize that it has the appearance of Ernan himself. And this cloud of pollen or spores or whatever begins to speak, and the voice is like coming on the breeze with the sound of the wind, but you can all make out its words, and it has Ernan's voice, and he says, "I have been monitoring your progress as best I could, and I'm pleased to see you succeeded where I and my brethren failed. I cannot project myself like this for long, but I wish to congratulate you and tell you that, if you wish, I can bring you back to Aberdale tomorrow, if you so desire."
That would definitely save us a lot of traveling.
Aberdale was the
town
Finn's
that
hometown.
Finn's family's town.
We did have plans on visiting the Baron here to notify about the lost expedition and about us finding it.
Well, we've got like a day to do stuff.
Yeah, but we don't get back to that village within a day.
Yeah, I mean, it's already late afternoon. The sun is setting. You
Finn's
can tell
actually
that.
going to suggest we camp here right for the night.
Yeah, and you can tell that this would be a safe place to camp.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
seems like a good place to go.
Yeah, Lafdul's not sleeping next to any trees. He still doesn't trust trees.
Well, the good news is that there's a big clearing, so.
Yeah.
Finn, you can tell that this entire place is now considered consecrated to Obadiah and Biori.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
So, you guys all in agreement? I mean, the locals
Yeah.
can always send a message to the Baron if you desire. So.
Yeah.
Brax is wondering what's going to happen to the canoes.
It just
Well,
would.
You bought them, so if you can think of how to carry them back. If you want them, I mean.
Well, it wasn't that. It was like he was enjoying the idea of taking them back to that village and going, "It's safe now. Who wants to buy these?"
I mean, if we went back to the village with the canoe, Solas would have donated the canoe that he bought to one of the not so well-off youths and paid for some experienced fishermen to teach them.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't there that person who lost their partner? She could be a fisherwoman if you, well, you know, give her the canoes, the fishing rod and stuff.
No, that's back at Aberdale,
Yeah.
not the village where you bought the canoes from.
Yeah.
I guess it's a shortcut that's too good to pass up. After moving whatever undead stuff that Finn says needs moving away from the special tree, Braxon's going to ask Finn to walk around the trees we fought, because we hacked up some of those trees, and he's going to say, Are there any of these that we should chop down or cut bits off of to stop them falling over or whatever?
Can check them over.
So
Or can he heal the trees?
let's see.
There's a heal tree spell, but I don't think any of us know it.
There's only one that got it that ended up being attacked by you guys. That was not like the other two trees that were animated at the end of the fight are unharmed. The one that is injured, Finn. I mean, it'll heal on its own. I mean, it'll have some scars and stuff like that, but it'll heal on its own. The others, they've all fallen over and they'll just rot naturally.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, we just thought about it, but we also have the option of, since we are going to camp here, I can also cast Sending next day.
Don't you have to know the person though?
I mean, if I'm calling for Sun Fayun.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I mean, you can send. Do you want to do the sending to have him meet you at Aberdale, or do you want? I mean, you guys have been through like this trip in this dark forest, very tense, very disturbing, and a big fight. You could rest a couple days in Aberdale. Finn can spend some time with his family and stuff like that.
We're not sure Finn's done with his family stuff yet.
Yeah, Finn would like to go back and see them before we leave.
I didn't mean to leave the planet, but if we wanted to personally visit the Baron and such.
Okay.
Oh right.
Since we did have a talk about it, and Solas did take a piece of gear that had the Baron's banner or heraldry.
Oh, you mean so like we could get ferried over there on a flitter, for example?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's something you can discuss once you get back to Aberdale and decide what you want to do then.
Yeah.
Okay. So you accept Aaron's offer?
Yeah, it's for the next day though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Is he going to say what time of day? Is it like noon or something? Or
yeah, he will. He says, yes, be prepared at noon. I will make a portal through the great tree to bring you back.
Oh, is he speaking to all of us?
Yes, like all of you
That
can
must be-
hear him.
I will pipe up, and I will also say this to Finn though. But would this area benefit from a plant growth spell? I assume so, but it seems like this area. I don't know if you should interfere or not. That's why I'm asking. To speed it to recovery a bit.
Finn, do you have any viewpoint?
I don't know if you had the spell memorized. That's why I'm offering.
I don't personally have it memorized right now, no. And I don't see that there would be harm in it. I just don't know how effective it's going to be.
Yeah, Aaron would tell you that he doesn't believe there would be any harm in it either.
Yeah. As long
Can
as
you
there's no
tell-
harm in it.
Can you target the plant growth on the tree and acorns that Finn just planted?
I'd be doing the area version,
Yeah.
which is like a mile rate. It's just because we like destroyed the area, so
Oh yeah. No, I'm just thinking they're the
it'll help
guardians.
it recover a
aren't
bit faster.
they? They're the guardians.
I mean, guess it if you want.
I do not.
So once you agree to Aaron's offer, and he tells you to basically be ready at noon. This cloud of pollen in his form begins to disperse on the breeze normally, and you can tell that the spell, whatever spell he's used, is ended.
You should learn that spell, Finn.
So
I know he's not going to get.
yeah.
something like
So
that,
the
but-
thing is, Finn, you would recognize that Ernan is an archdruid, and you're pretty sure that these are powers granted to him as an archdruid. And that is something that you would need to work at, and it's not dependent on class level the way that I'm using it. So, and you'd also have to not be a wanderer anymore. So,
Find yourself to a
Yeah.
place.
so like that can be an eventual goal for you, but it would be like that would basically be a retiring the character type situation. So. All right. So, with that, you guys can set up the camp if you want.
Biggest bonfire ever. We got plenty of trees now.
Wow. Wow.
You looking to roast weenies too?
I mean, there's a pig, but it's
Yeah, there's a
poisoned.
boar.
I'm gonna go over to the wyvern and write some notes about it. I mean, there's like
do-
wyverns are just known to be poisonous, so I assume I just look it over, write some notes.
Okay.
So, two questions.
Mhm.
One, weren't the spiders summoned? That
Spiders were summoned. They
So
would have disappeared by now.
does the poison they inject into the boar disappear after the summoning spell ends?
No.
Okay. Second one is, does anyone have any purify food and drink magic that could get rid of the poison?
I do.
Finn does.
Right. Okay. So we can eat the boar.
Also, do remember that people do use poisons while hunting for food.
Yeah.
So it's
It
not
just
always
depends
the
on the
case
poison.
that. Yeah.
Some you can eat, some you can't.
Well, I think
Okay.
the that one boar crashed away into the forest, and you don't know what happened to it.
No, it was a dead bull though.
Yeah, there is a different dead boar, but I don't think it died of the poison.
Yeah, it died.
It
through
was
the
poisoned though. They were
damage.
both poisoned.
Yeah, but it didn't die to the poison.
Yeah.
And you can always purify
it
food
might
and
have
drink.
petered out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Finn will go over and start dressing out some camp meat.
Okay.
I will take. I will cast the plant growth for the area version T. And
My healing rolls.
yeah, you sure you've not been blessed with pitiful healing?
He's too excited about having a new language.
Yeah, probably.
And
I've got healing spells, so.
one cure moderate for Biomulf.
He's trying to cast. He's trying to cast the healing spells in Giantish.
That's
Yeah,
my last healing spell.
So, Ockar, the other players got got various boons, and you weren't here to get Ockar's. Ockar's boon was a greater bond with Bjolmulf. Bjolmulf will now gain a hit point every time you gain a level, and this is retroactive, so whatever your current level is, he gets that many hit points.
Oh, nice.
He will also benefit from the normal +2 to saves that you get for being a paladin.
Okay.
And when you're riding him, he will save as you do, as opposed to using his own saving throws.
Okay. So.
Now, there is one downside. If either of you die violently, the other one must make a constitution check to not perish.
Okay.
Violently.
Violently. So not of old
So
age.
that means that he goes from 28 to 39
There you go.
HP.
Yeah, it means
That's
he won't.
quite a nice increase.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps getting hit points whenever you level up.
Okay, that's nice. Does
Well,
this
that
only apply to my? Does this only apply
Yeah.
to my paladin level, or how will things change when I eventually dual class.
It'll be whatever your highest level is.
Okay. That's good.
Okay, so you guys set up the camp. Finn is getting some of the boar meat ready. Darrakar is, in large is going to go away. Did you get those hit points added on, Darrakar, that Solas did for you?
I just
Yeah,
got
those
healed.
whole 3 hit points.
Okay, I will work on those right now.
And I got healed for 2, and Beowulf got healed for 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are
Okay.
17 good berries, but before I do that, I'm going to cast some healing spells as well.
Yeah, Finn will as well. I don't think we're going to be in any hurry in the morning, so.
Oops, sorry.
The
Let's see.
6 HP.
I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on myself since I haven't cast that yet today.
Okay.
So that's 1d8.
Yep.
There we go. Done.
That's healing how it should be done, Solas.
All right. For me, 1 cure moderate on Darrakar.
Okay. Well, there we go. 5.
Tell me when you're done, and I will start casting mine.
Okay, and 1 more cure moderate on Beowulf.
Okay, so that's 3 hit points.
Yep.
And the 5 was for yourself.
No, the 5 was for Darrakar.
Okay.
And I've got 1 more of those.
Has anyone rolled for me? I'm down 6.
yet.
It's not like a big deal, but
Well, let's use the cure moderate on. Actually, that one I'll use on myself.
Oh no,
Well.
Solas's curse is affecting you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I have 2 cure lights. I will do 1 on Lankas and 1 on Darrakar.
Thank you.
Darrakar will be the second.
I got 1. Yay.
I got a rock.
I got a rock.
I'll
The
do
heal-
mine.
This game is just not happy with healing rolls today, is it?
Yeah.
It isn't.
So that's
I
it for
will
you,
cast-
Finn?
Yeah, that's all my healing spells.
Okay, and then Lafdul?
Yeah, I will cast a Cure Mother on Finn. What Cure Lights do I have? I'm pretty sure I have 3.
Clearly me and Finn got cursed by Lafdul.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
1, 2, 3. I will cast 1 on Lankas, Cure Light. I should top him up.
Okay, that
Another
maxes me out.
1 on Beowulf. What's that put Beowulf at?
Let me see. So you did 7 on Beowulf?
Mm-hmm.
It puts him up to 30 at 39.
Was his hit points retroactively added to his current rather than?
Yeah, he would have gotten the bonus. The new hit points would have been both to current
So you'd be
and
at max,
max.
basically.
Then he'd be at max.
Alright, I will cast another Cure Light on Ockar. That'll be Lafdul's healing spells. Has Loire got healing? Pretty sure Loire used a lot of healing on
That's
Darrakar.
6 for Ockar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Loire has one more healing spell. He will cast that on Darrakar. So, Loire heals Darrakar for full.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Braxton's
Alright,
going to ask. Braxton's going to ask to borrow the blanket and the pillow tonight.
Yeah, there's temporary healing potions. Just use them up. There's 4 left, and those 4 people that I mentioned in there have them.
Right. What are they? D6?
No, 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, Braxon,
Yeah, Finn will use
Solas,
his.
Ockar, Finn.
Anyone else need a temporary healing potion?
I got 17 good berries as well.
I have one that I can give to someone who is more injured than me. I'm full of it too, with couple of good berries.
Alright, Finn's used his. Just go through the temp so I can just mark them off.
6. Add
Braxon,
correctly,
use
so-
yours or whatever.
Yeah, I was looking that you suddenly dropped there.
It was actually poison.
The temporary healing potion did top me off, so
Solas and Ockar's.
Right.
I'm giving mine to someone who is more injured.
Well, does anyone else need one?
I'm still injured.
I
But
saw.
it looks like
I'll drink mine.
okay.
I will give mine to Darrakar.
Thank you.
And Gretha could probably use one.
I got good berries, got 17. Once that's done.
She's at like 14 out of 31.
Yeah.
I'm just marking them off so I don't have to keep track of them anymore for a while.
Okay. Well, I'm on 62, but if other people are down, 62 is quite a lot. So
Is Darrakar rolled for his or the one that Solas gave him? He's got 9. All right. Who's how damaged is Ingrifa? You can only have up to 8.
She's at 14 out of 31.
Alright, I'll give her 8, so that's the most you can eat.
Okay.
Also, Braxon, that should be 2d4 plus 2, so roll another d4.
Oh, sorry.
I got 9 left. Who needs little? I'll regenerate, so I'm fine. Solas, you said you needed 2?
Yeah, I'm 3 down, but I can get the one with
these
the
expire today.
sleep. Yeah, but let's use them to heal those who are more
Alright,
injured
I'll mark
first.
2 off. 7 left. Who needs any? Anyone not maxed?
So you gave how many to Ingritha again?
She has 8. She can't take any more.
Okay. That's fine.
Are you down any?
I'm down 1.
Darrakar, how much are you down?
I am at full.
Fern? Oh, you said you were full, didn't you?
Loire seems like he's down too.
Oh. Yeah, I think he is down 2. I'll give him 2.
other than that, you're the only one who looks injured that much anymore. And
Yeah, I would have regenerated. I just haven't added
What
one.
about Braxon?
Yeah, Braxton's down, but I want to make sure people that have got a lot less.
Yeah, I
Right,
got
well,
5
it
left.
sounds like almost everyone's
You're the
good
last.
now.
Yeah, just shove 5 into Braxton's mouth.
Alright. I mean, yeah. How much are you down? Can you take all 5 or?
I can take all 5. I'm on 65
yeah.
and
No,
78.
yeah,
so
take the 5. So I can write them off. Alright, we're all good berries. I mean, technically, I have 4 spells memorized for more good berries, but.
Yeah. Don't you explode if you eat too many good berries?
No, you just don't get healing.
All right.
I got a locate animal plant and good berry, 4 good berry spells, so I could technically go find more to say that I topped people up.
I mean, you're gonna be resting soon, so. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
taking some days
not a
off.
whole lot of point.
And we'll have a downtime.
Yeah, alright,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, you've
Although
got
I
another
will-
trip to another world coming up, so.
Yeah. I did use the good berries on the ship, so how long would it take us? It's not going to matter. They're not going to last that long, so it's a moot point. I only took 3 limb damage, right? So I should regenerate all mine.
Yeah, I
I
believe
got
so.
smacked twice by 2 tree trunks.
Okay, any other spells that you guys want to cast for camping purposes or anything else?
No, I would have cast a plant growth, just so it's saying it's done.
Okay.
The AoE version.
So you do, and you feel the magic not drained off per se, but rather than just affect the area within the area of effect, you do feel like instead it's being transferred to strengthen the whole forest itself. So, like, the effect in the immediate area would be dramatically minimized, but it is benefiting the entire forest.
Oh. Was unexpected.
That's the opposite of what was happening before.
Yeah, as beneficiary.
Really good.
Yeah, Finn would be
I
able
mean-
to tell
mean-
that not only has the darkness been lifted, but essentially whatever the original intent was, that has been restored. What the original ritual that was done that got corrupted. Like, it's basically the magic hasn't been dispelled; it's been fixed by your actions. That is why you guys got
There's
those
lots
boons.
of. Mhm.
We got rewarded by the forest itself.
Actually, you got rewarded by the gods of nature in this sphere.
Oh. Okay.
Since we did great task for them.
Okay. So, and anything else anyone wants to do, or are you guys ready to camp and rest for the night?
Lafdul's gonna go swimming, I guess. He suddenly knows how to swim.
All right. Let's see if you drown. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
So Solas will cast Leomund's tiny hut for himself and whoever wants to rest in it.
did.
Okay. You set up the tent as well, and you guys will get some rest. You feel safe and content. You do not feel a need to set a watch, but you can if you want. It's up to you guys.
I'm gonna get rest. That was a terrible.
Yeah.
That was a terribly hard fight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
rest.
we were all hurt in that fight.
Would
Does
it
it
be
look like it's
okay?
going to rain on us? Because we just sleep out in the open as long as it's not
No.
cold.
It's
Braxon says to Ockar.
The temperature is pleasant. Does not look like it's going to rain. The skies have cleared up. A few fluffy clouds here and there, kind of thing, but storm clouds are completely gone. Go ahead,
Yeah, I'll
Braxon.
just sleep under the stars, as it were. Maybe with a bedroll or something.
What's the thing out the blanket and the pillow that does the healing?
The blanket.
The blanket. Ockar, is it all right?
No, the pillow, the blanket only
Blanket
regulates
temperature.
the heat.
All right.
Go ahead,
Would-
use both. It's fine.
Okay.
What pillow
Thanks.
gives you like it gives you 3, doesn't it, instead of 1 or something?
I think it was 2.
Oh.
Okay. So, you bed down for the night. Finn,
I will.
sleeping under the stars. Lafdul, you said you wanted to as well?
Yeah, I'll be sleeping under the stars. I'll make a cursory look around for like material spell components, the plant-based ones.
I mean, if there's
It's just
anything,
that-
if there's
Not go-
anything
not going
common
to
that you
harvest
need,
anything from
then you
the
might be
river.
able to find them. But there's nothing
yeah, I'm
exotic.
just in the area. It's just kind of like, if I'll have a just look around in the immediate vicinity, like for rose petals and stuff. It's like no level
there
ones.
there aren't any flowers currently blooming.
Oh.
You can tell that
Okay.
given a few days, the normal cycle will take place, and the flower, any flowers that should be blooming at this time will be, but there aren't any right now.
Okay.
Old.
Mm-hmm.
That wyvern, it's just a normal young wyvern.
Oh, it wasn't young.
Oh
mean,
yeah, I'd ask.
Well,
it was
it's
full
not,
grown.
Yeah, full grown, but basically it wasn't any wyvern that was in impressive age and power.
You
Sure.
don't really
Was it-
have any way of like
No age.
knowing that, so I mean, even with no
That's
age,
fair.
you wouldn't know what, like, you don't know
Oh.
much about wyverns.
What
I
you got
would
spoken about it?
I would harvest its tail for potential spell use.
Okay.
Well, the stinger exactly.
You have
I'll
any-
write notes as he's doing that.
Do you have any methods of preserving it?
Not with me, but on the ship I do.
Okay. So you guys get some sleep. Everyone who is injured will regain 1d3 plus 1 hit points. Braxon, using the pillow, will gain twice that.
Basically
So-
topped off.
So 2d3?
1d3 plus 1, and then double.
Oh, right.
Whatever it is, double.
Right, okay.
So anyone who's injured, go ahead and roll that.
You know what? Lafdul, when he was doing a swimming thing, he would have polymorphed into a Nixie, the water-based sprite, and tried swimming as that and stuff.
Okay.
He's unfamiliar. Well, he knows of them, but he's unfamiliar, so it's a good excuse to familiarize
All right.
that form a bit.
So you'll get 6 hit points back, Braxon.
Uh-huh. Yep. Done it.
And actually, Ockar stepped away, so I will go ahead and roll for Ingritha. Okay. So that is +2.
Braxon's
Let's
gonna-
see if... Yeah, Beomorph is fine. All right.
Ben,
Yes.
did you... Right. I can't remember. Did I teach you the no languages spell?
Not that I remember.
I would have taught you that spell tonight because obviously there's inscriptions on items. I think Solas said he was going to do it with his comprehend languages, but you will have your own version.
I think you'll need more time than just an evening
Oh.
of
Yeah.
camping.
I think
Something
it's
to look forward to then, I guess.
for most of the day that you need to do.
Yeah, we can do it while we're traveling. Because I'll need to teach the... I can't remember if I did the protection from undead that you've been taught that. That and the no languages that I've learned.
Okay, so the next morning, you guys can, recover your spells, have some more of the boar meat. Generally, have a relaxing morning. Anything anyone wants to do before you're prepared to go back to Aberdale with Ernan?
Braxton's going to say good morning to Lafdul and say, got any more of those good berries?
How much you just shot by?
2 more,
I don't-
please.
I just cast a cured light on you. You would have memorized that. There you go. As long as it's not a 1. There, you're top.
I was so hoping it would be a 1.
Yeah, I was expecting it to.
Ingritha's also injured.
I'll cast another one on Agrifa.
Okay,
So I just mark them off.
she's still injured.
I'm sure there's other priests in the party that can heal.
I'm not saying who. I'm just saying if that's
mean,
something you guys
I'll
are trying to
cast
do.
Cure Light Wounds. I'll cast Cure Light on her.
All right, she's at max.
You've recovered your healing strength.
Yeah, finally the curse of Lafdul has abated.
So,
So,
I've taken the canoes.
yeah, can we take the canoes through this portal thing, or if not, is
I
there
can
anything we
cast
can
light
do?
load, so they're easy to move through for at times. I can, or at least make them lighter, easier to transport.
I would ask why you want to take the canoes.
To give to someone?
Yeah, I'll probably just give it to the other village.
Aberdale's doesn't have like a river. Like there's a river nearish it, but you had to travel some time overland to get from the river to Aberdale.
Okay. Is there anywhere downriver from where we are that's
Hey!
civilized?
I just thought something. Sorry.
No, the river goes to the brink, and it does something at the brink. You're not sure what.
Okay.
Okay.
I think he might still be away.
Oh, I was thinking, doesn't his religion do like I'd say like a funeral pyre on like a boat or something? Maybe you could like burn the rest of the stuff, the undead stuff, on one of the canoes.
They would basically put the body on a boat, send the boat on a lake or a river and set it on fire.
Yeah, I was thinking we could do something for that, as a symbolic for his religion. Oh, I can remove.
When
the
he gets
buffs.
back, I can say that you retcon that if you want to, but I mean,
Yeah,
that'll probably be up to him, whether he feels that's appropriate.
Is there any? Does Finn know anything about wyverns? There, I guess they're monsters, so probably not. But I don't know.
Yeah, I doubt I would have any special knowledge.
I think we all know that wyverns are poisonous. So,
I mean, what kind of information are you hoping to learn?
I was trying to gauge whether or not how deadly that poison would have been.
I mean, if you give me your hand, I can prick you with the stinger.
It's probably not any good anyway anymore. They don't tend to last unless they're preserved in some way.
That's a very likely situation, yes.
Unless they're kept in my, that drow dagger. How to maintain dagger seems to preserve the poison.
Yeah, but you would have needed to put it in almost right away, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like, I mean, like, if you want to bring the canoes, you can try to bring the canoes. They're not heavy. That's the thing about canoes. They're not heavy. You just need, they're bulky. You need two people to carry them. But, like, it's also carrying the canoes, like, if there's a real need.
Like, they could go up in a pub or something.
Solas
They've been on a heroic journey.
I mean, Solas did have plans on donating the canoe he bought for to some of the someone not so well of youth in the village. We both.
I can help haul one through the portal.
But if we are returning with the portal, then I don't think
You
that's
can give them
going
to
happen.
Aradan.
Aranan.
Aradan.
Aranan.
Aranan. Hey, Fred sounds lucky, right?
Okay.
Oh, he's a druid. He probably doesn't need it, but still.
He
Doesn't
is
matter.
going to have zero interest in the in canoes. Correct.
He just walks on the waters. Oh, yeah.
I think
So
we
we
just
haul-
leave them.
Okay.
Oh.
So are we leaving them there, or are we hauling them through the portal? I mean, like, can we all agree on one thing?
I think we
I
just
want to
leave them.
say we do the Ockar thing, but
When he gets back,
Yeah.
if he feels that's appropriate, then you can use one. You could
Yeah.
have done one of them to
yeah,
do
we
that.
would
But
have said. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we left them.
I will agree then to leave them as well.
We'll try and put them in a place where they won't just immediately rot. I guess maybe some lost people, the druids can say, "Here are some canoes. You can save yourself."
Yeah. Yeah, if we're leaving them, Brax is gonna arrange them nicely in case some druids come here and then they want to take one of canoes to go back towards the village.
I mean, yeah, you could pull them up on shore, put them up on like raise them up on stones, have them upside down.
Yeah, so
that
don't
is
feel the
that is
water.
gonna preserve them
them
as
for a
best you
while.
can.
Arrange them in front of the great tree.
You'd probably want to leave them closer
Okay.
to shore, just because like that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
their boats.
Yeah. On a rock by the shore sounds fine to me.
Lafdul's gonna etch with a dagger or something on his boat that he had or was using, that Lafdul's lucky boat in Elvish.
Okay.
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 All right. Then at noon, you do see a glow from the great tree, which has definitely gotten like the black bark has definitely faded to a very dark brown, and you're pretty sure it's going to continue to fade to a more natural color. Given some more weeks or months or maybe even years, hard to say, but definitely with time it'll look like a solid, healthy tree. And you can even see another leaf or two sprouting out from the tips of the branches as well. But at noon, as Ernan told you, a glow appears from the trunk at the base, in the shape of a portal, and Finn would be able to tell you that you guys can all pass through.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
So tempted to cast Dimension Anchor on Finn.
Okay. So you return to the to Finn's Grove, near Aberdale. Ernan greets you. He's looking a lot better. Still not fully recovered, but definitely appearing healthier than he was before and much better shape. And he says that the time in the Grove has done him good. He plans to stay in the Grove until one of the two apprentices who are here is able to take over the Grove themselves. But he also will want to know like the details on what happened, what did you do, what did you see, that kind of thing. Not necessarily from all of you. If only one person wants to stay, or if Finn wants to fill him in, that's up to you guys.
Finn would.
Okay.
I don't mind doing the Norse thing and making it more dramatic as appropriate.
Okay.
Playing out the legend.
All right.
Bragging is a big part of Norse culture.
Keep in mind, though, that the burning boat is something for someone of respect. Do you want to do that with the bones?
Oh, we were doing that. Never mind.
No, this is something I thought about because we were leaving the canoes. I was like, is there any way to like sanctify what? I mean, Solas already did it with the holy water, but
Okay,
you know,
I just came back. I didn't know what was going on. I thought we were reporting back to the druid who gave us the
We
quest.
are, but this was mentioned for when you get back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Well, one
I
thing I would
I want to do
one
that for
thing-
funeral rites stuff.
one
Alright.
thing I would say, rather than a funeral, if we put the undead stuff on one of the canoes and floated it away, and it went off to wherever the river goes off to, would that get rid of it?
Well,
It
the
would
idea
move
is to
them.
I
burn
mean,
it.
with the destruction of the evil that we already did, I think just burying them would be fine.
Okay.
Since with
Yep.
the destruction
All
they
right.
are now basically just bones.
Fair enough. Okay, so we're leaving 3 canoes for the
Yeah,
druids.
alright.
So Ockar, you wanted to also join in telling the tale.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ockar and Finn, the two of you together, share the tale of your journey into the forest of Ulam. And Ernan has many questions for you, oftentimes along the lines of things that you wouldn't expect, like what did certain plants look like at a certain time, trying to figure out what the effects of everything were and things like that. But he does say at the end of your tale that you have done a great service to nature and to the lands around here, and he thanks you deeply.
Finn would also tell him that we found the remains of his party and laid them to rest.
He thanks you as well for that. They did what they could in there, but that the final event where he was where Ernan himself was the last one standing and had to leave. He describes the forest turning completely against them, an earthquake, storms, much like what you described. All the trees began to move against them, and his friends and allies falling one by one. Finally, he was the only one left, and he had to take a bird form to fly out of there, and while doing so was attacked by these black-winged creatures with antlers and deer heads that tore at him, great winged reptilian beasts that stung him, but he managed to survive. All, just harried his entire flight away from the forest.
So did he ever tell us does he know what could have caused the whole thing with the bone golem and what caused the corruption in the first place?
So some of that is he did mention, like there was druids in the forest tried a great ritual. There was an evil wizard that was doing, like, he's not exactly sure on what everything was going on, but there was basically like a feud between some druids and an evil wizard. And the druids attempted a great ritual to protect the forest against what the wizard was doing, and the wizard attacked them at the time of the ritual. They thought there were a couple survivors who then left. They just weren't enough there, and the wizard seemed to have died with this summoned fiend of some sort. In the battle, and they thought the ritual was a failure, but over time they realized that the ritual had gone wrong and turned the forest evil. So the corruption of like the wizard and this fiend attacking at that time, and dying in the process
Mhm.
seem to have turned the ritual, like corrupted the ritual, and you basically cleansed it.
Have I
Okay.
heard?
Go ahead. Lafdul.
Was this a private thing, or would we'd all be listening?
Some
in
of this
general?
was this was told to you earlier, and you may have just forgotten. It's okay.
No, I'm just wondering. Have I heard like legends or things like from home of like elves like failing an elven ritual and it going bad?
Probably.
All right, so he'll say what it sounds like familiar to him.
I mean, there's all kinds of tales like that. Whether they're true or not is oftentimes hard to say.
I mean, Lafdul doesn't know about miracles like that, so that's what he's thinking of.
Doesn't know about what like that?
Miracles. The protective barrier, Marifal. The one that.
Oh, Mythal.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know you pronounced it.
No, it's completely unrelated. Completely different thing. Like, this is not something like you would not. Lafdul would not connect these two as related, as similar.
Oh no, I was just thinking powerful magic gone bad. In a simple version, basically.
Sure, I'm just saying that like it's still apples and oranges. You know, apples and oranges can both rot, but they're apples and oranges.
Mhm.
So after the journey, Finn, how long do you want to spend with your family? Like-
At least a day.
Okay, I mean, you guys have been through a lot, like getting out of there and like the rest of that night and getting out of there has kind of made you all realize that you've been tense that whole journey. So that's like a week of being tense, and it's definitely like having some days to relax is good. And Finn wants to spend some time with his family, so you guys could spend a couple days here or something like that.
I'm gonna spend at least one night at the tavern.
Okay.
Just kind of
Ockar wants to get smashed.
that, and also like to tell the tale of like great glory and honorable combat as we braved the forest and purified it of evil left behind by evil necromancers or whatever kind of evil wizard he was.
All right, give me a charisma check, please.
Okay.
I'd be joining him on this because
Yeah.
That's fine.
we were
That's fine.
going into a really horrible place next,
fine.
and we may not survive, so we might as well have some memories.
Me too.
Okay, so
Definitely a Darrakar thing.
that
Okay.
passes. My charisma's at 17.
All right, so Ockar begins to, Ockar will be there that night. Like gather around, everyone. Let me tell you this of this adventure that we just went through, kind of thing. And with Lafdul and Darrakar adding in elements and sound, especially like
I'd be using-
Darrakar could do some great sound effects, for example.
Yeah, Lafdul will be using polymorph self to
you
indicate like the foe.
You're
that Ockar
telling a
was potentially
story.
fighting.
You're telling a story.
I know.
It's you don't need special effects too much.
Theatrics, you know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can do some stuff with my illusions as well.
Right, but there's also an element of like you're telling a story. You're not showing a story.
Yeah.
There is an and again
in mind.
and again, Ockar's the one who said that he wanted to do this first, so he gets to take the lead on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just offering.
Mhm.
If you want.
Yeah.
Also do keep in mind that we are living in a we are currently in a countryside village that doesn't get the magic shown to them very
And
often.
As I'm doing this, I'm also buying a round of drinks for the people in the tavern.
Okay, that'll just be a gold to cover everything.
Yeah.
They're like gold Never seen gold.
But I'm telling the story in like one of those like boastful kind of like ways that you would like in a meat hall.
Yeah. And it like, especially for Ockar, the telling of the tale is very important, and to be the one telling the tale and stuff like that. So again, that's why I had him roll the charisma check. That's why he's the one that said that he wanted to do it first.
And since Finn is the main character of this and ultimately stopped it, a lot of it is focusing on the great Druid Finn and his bravery and ability to march into danger and deal with the horrors.
Right. So you
I
get
emphasize that Finn is from here.
you get a you get a very rapt audience with that charisma check, and oohs and ahs as you describe the the horrors that you faced, and these great trees moving, trying to crush us with their limbs, all that kind of thing.
Lafdul's a comic relief.
Yeah,
He gets
exactly.
smacked around.
Exactly.
In 2 tree trunks.
The great Druid Finn is off doing this. The powerful wizard Solas is doing this. Lankas chanting his great magic causes Darrakar to rise up larger than life, and Lafdul is over there screaming in pain as the boars try to gore him. But then,
and being thrown around by trees, but he's okay because he has the power of regeneration.
So
I get a feeling spreading that word around is going to backfire one day.
You very much entertain the people of the tavern, the people of the village. They really get into it, and afterwards, some of them say that was almost as good as the yearly gleemen who come by during some holiday that I can't think of. Some big, major holiday.
Yeah. That works.
But they're very complimentary. Especially for
good.
someone who is not a professional, storyteller, performer kind of thing.
I just have a strong personality.
Mhm. And a culture of boasting.
Mm-hmm. You gotta make sure everybody knows the great things you've done.
Mm-hmm. So, you're able to spend a couple days relaxing. Finn gets in a lot of time with his family, and Ernan at the Grove.
During that time, Solas will finish the booklet of Aberdale's history and legends.
Okay.
That he later needs to have actually be printed and copied.
Okay. All right. And did you guys want to do a sending to Sunfayon to come pick you up, or did you want to get back to the capital and go from there, or what?
Solas would want to visit the Baron and deliver the findings of the or tell them Baron about the expedition, finding about the expedition of his ancestor, and tell about that the forest is now safe or safer.
So you would ask around about that, what they know of the Baron in that region, and the people in town would tell you that the Baron is not exactly the friendliest of people.
Okay.
They would suggest your best bet would to just be, write a letter and pay a messenger to deliver it.
Well, then I will pay for a messenger and have them carry the shield or piece of armor that I took with the heraldry.
Okay.
And in the letter I would mention the rough location of the expedition that we found.
Okay. So that will run you 20 gold pieces, since you're sending more than just a letter.
Yeah, that's okay. Even if the Baron is not the best of people, I think that they still should be informed about this.
Alright.
It is their ancestor after all.
Actually, you would also learn that it wasn't their ancestor.
Well, still.
Oh. So they
same
nicked the
office,
job.
same office, different family.
How convenient.
Well, he might still want to know.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
The other alternative is you find someone else from the same family if they're still around.
Yeah. There.
Yeah, but that's also, like, again, you guys don't have to do everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Always remember that.
Yep.
Okay. Finn, is there anything that you wanted to do specifically with your family or with Aranon?
Well, I don't think I've introduced my party to them yet.
I think there was a bit, but yeah, there were some things did interrupt. So do you want to, like, get everyone together for an evening meal, like outside on a nice summer evening kind of thing?
That sounds like a plan.
Okay. So the first night, Ockar is telling his tale, and the second night, you guys all get together, and get to meet Finn's mother and brother, learn about, what he was like when he was a kid, share tales of his journey, his bravery since meeting you guys and stuff like that. And it is a lovely, lovely evening. Finn's brother has orchards of a local fruit, and they're very delicious. You've had some of them on your, in other places here on Ginsel, but these are the tastiest that you've had. So he is a fine orcharder. I'm not actually sure what the term is for that. Anyway, and give him good compliments on his growing techniques. Orchardist? Okay.
That's me looking at Merriam-Webster.
Fair enough. And it's a lovely time. They know of the local service that you did with the creature in the caves that you fought as well, and they're very thankful. Because some of the less nice people in the village had been leveling some blame on Finn's mother. I don't think you heard too much about that, but you would have since then, since she had a kind of a strange reputation. So, but that having you guys resolving that issue has made them appear to be fools and stuff like that. So.
Mm-hmm. During the stories of Finn's adventures with us, Solas would emphasize how great of a friend Finn is.
And they love to hear that. They're quite proud of Finn. And while Finn's mother Maeve gets nervous when you talk about the dangers that he's been in and stuff like that, she's quite pleased that he has such strong, wonderful, loyal companions. And with that, the next day, you'd probably be making your way back to your vessel.
Yep.
Okay.
One final thing Finn is going to do for his mother. He has one sap of the eldest tree left that he's going to give to her.
Oh, okay.
So that she can recover those 10 years she lost in the backstory I rolled up.
Yep. That is extremely generous. She will be very, very thankful.
That's good.
Solas wants to stop by Kostopen since Solas had a business with seekers in there.
Okay. So while everyone is getting the ship ready, Sun Fayun could take you back down to the capital.
I've got a question for Finn before we leave.
Okay.
These trees in your family's orchard, do you want to take some seeds to our asteroid so you can grow some of them?
If my brother will part with some.
Yeah. I'm thinking you could grow some of the fruit on our asteroid to remind you of home.
Yeah, he could do that.
Yeah, you absolutely could.
Yeah, they are nice. They'd be unique, fairly unique.
I mean, you'd only be undercutting this great export of Ginsel. No, I'm just kidding.
Finn's not going to grow an entire orchard of them, though, so
yeah,
there isn't that much room on the asteroid.
That's true.
Also, fresh fruit is not really transported between the spheres.
I mean, with magic, maybe it could. It would just be very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And certain fruit actually lasts a pretty long time. Like apples can last a really long time. All right. So down in Costapen, you what do you want to do, Solas?
I had some parcels and such that I was going to pick from the seekers in Kostopen.
Oh, okay.
And also, I would deliver the booklet that I made and ask for them to make a copy of it to the Aberdale's mayor and for myself and pay for it.
Okay. So that will be 200 gold.
Mm-hmm. And I would also tell the seekers about this what went down with in the forest.
Okay. All right.
Basically, report for them of these kinds of events.
Yeah. So you take care of that. What are you picking up again?
Letters and parcels that they have. What was our next destination?
You're going to Ceres.
Yeah, we're going to Ceres to meet with the woman that is apparently tied to me and Darrakar's quest.
Right. Well, there's a temple of Ptah there.
And while I'm picking those, I also mentioned that after Ceres we are going to head to the Dark Star.
Okay. Okay, so you take care of that and return to the ship so you guys can be underway. Is there anything else anyone wants to do before like actually getting underway and heading towards Ceres?
Finn would like to search a graveyard at night.
Okay, you definitely could have done that in the 2 days around while you were back in Aberdale.
And this is for Ghost Root, which is the one I've decided to apply the blessing to as well.
Okay.
The undead repelling one, isn't it?
Yep. Let's see. Ghost Root is it's normally a -4 to search.
So only a -2 then.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a success.
All right. So that will get me enough to make another one.
What is the search time for that?
8 hours.
I'll say you can do 2 then.
Okay. make one more roll then.
Okay.
Good place for one of those ones to show up.
Yeah, one of the good places, yes. All right. So with that, unless there's anything anyone else wants to do before you leave, Ginsel?
I'm fine.
No.
Is there anything particularly notable for Ginsel that we might want, like alcohol or something?
Wasn't Ginsel Marble like really good, or was that ORF?
We could have asked if they have a cargo consignment for a series.
Yeah, we could do.
Aberdale would not, so you would need to spend another day going to one of the capitals. Solas would not have been down there long enough.
Yeah.
Visiting the Seekers to do that.
All right.
And you guys, as not traders, aren't super well versed on like what the unusual things are. I mean, you have heard of Ginsel Marble, yeah, but I mean, you could buy some if you want. Chances are, like, if you bought Ginsel Marble, you're not going to get a great price of series. Like, you would want to hold on to that for back in Brawl Space or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking personally.
Would Ginsel Marble be good for Lafdul? Doesn't he do? Can you make jewelry out of it?
I make carvings out of it, stone statuettes. And
Yeah.
stuff. I do want to make another bunch of statuettes to party members. I was doing them out of ivory last time. I need to get a copy of what Lenelius had if I'm lucky enough, because he had one of level of Fauna, and obviously she's not around anymore. So let's get Higamus, Yeldon, and the others that were once party members. And Simbury. How much?
I mean, if that's what you guys want to pick up, then that's fine. I will have to figure out what a price would be afterwards. But like, if the goal is to like Lafdul, if you want some for yourself, then you just tell me how much you want.
Yeah.
But like that can be after the game, and I'll give you the price. If there's stuff that you guys want to pick up as cargo, then you guys just need to let me know how much cargo space you want for it, and then I'll give you the price. But again, after the game.
Do they do cheap wood?
I mean, yeah, you get cheap wood there. Like, I mean, 50 gold per whole point's worth.
That's the normal
half
price. Yeah.
It's the normal. It's the normal price on a good-sized world with lots of forests. Yes.
Yeah.
It's twice that on asteroid ports.
I'll have a look to see how much we need after the game.
Okay.
Just as an FYF, it might be a bit long term, but if party members want to commission, well, not necessarily commission, make a request, something they want me to carve for them, I can do it, but it might be a while before I do it, but you can get like the stone here if you want something carved. I'd be willing to make you something.
But do you guys want to pick up the Ginsel Marble to take back to Brawl?
Do we really want to pick it now, since we are not most likely going back to Brawl directly?
Yeah. Well, I thought we were going to tier space after this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wasn't thinking of us filling up the hold with Ginsel Marble. I just thought, like, Lafdul does stuff. It might be useful for him to have stuff. I wasn't thinking of cargo hauling.
Okay, well.
The problem with cargo hauling, apart from we're supposed to be adventurers. The problem with cargo hauling is if we want to do stuff like we've done before to lull pirates into attacking us, we've taken on cargo jobs so that people see us loading stuff, and then spies working for the pirates go, "Hey, there's a ship taking cargo."
Yeah, it's a battle dolphin. It's like a warship.
We can't really do that if we're full up with stuff.
So,
yeah.
So, if I mean, like, you can get Ginsel marble and take it to tier space and sell it there too. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
anywhere out sphere is going to get you a better price than anywhere in sphere. The reason I was saying this is that keep in mind that gray space is large. You don't have a whole lot of cargo space. So it is not just we can just stop by here on the way back. If you stop by here, that's an extra 2 months.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
At least.
They also have quite high charges for landing. So
in some places, yeah.
I was thinking about, I don't know about the rest of the pyramids, but I'm gonna do like another round of statuettes and just leave them on the our asteroid base, But I was also thinking about doing like busts, like head busts of like carved in like reliefs of like each of the party members.
I mean, you could buy, for example, 100 pounds of marble.
I'm just thinking, can I just carve it out like this asteroid itself? What was the asteroid material made out of? Was it just general rock? It wasn't any particular. Was it carvable rock? Whatever rock it was.
Almost every rock is kind of carvable. I mean, but no,
I don't know.
It's like probably not even granite. It's probably like basalt or something. I don't know. I didn't really think about it. It's rock.
No.
Whatever it is, it's low quality for the most part. There might be some veins of higher quality stuff, but the majority of it is low quality rock. That the best you could do with it the best you could do with it is like construction.
No, I won't get any because I'm already preoccupied with carving the stellar dragon. That'll take ages to.
Okay. All right. So let's see. You guys are.
Does Loire, now that he's got access to second level spells, need to do a spell component refresh, as it were?
Yeah, anyone who has gained new spells will need to do something like that.
Does that also mean Lankas since he? Okay.
Yeah.
Lafdul, Loire, and Lankas, basically.
Wait, so what about new spells?
If you've gained access to new spell levels, you need to do the spell component charge.
Okay, got it. I'll do that.
Yeah, because you're basically adding new stuff to your repertoire, and it's fine. Even like your Lankas, you're planning on learning some new spells. So unless anything needs something special, which I'm fine kind of doing a retcon of you having a goal in mind of what you're going to learn, and Solas picks you up some stuff down at Costapen. That kind of thing is fine. If they have if there's special needs.
Yeah, I don't think what I picked up was that crazy.
It's just more of a just in case thing.
Yeah.
Could Loire get the components needed for Nogari here?
No.
I mean, it's commissioned, but
no,
you
need time. Something? You need time for that.
Alright, isn't something Lafdul could make him, though, if he gets the raw stuff?
If Lafdul's willing to spend 1,000 gold pieces to buy the materials, yeah,
he's got money now. Loire does.
That's fine.
No, I'm wondering if it was possible for Lafdul to do it. That was the question.
Yeah, the two spells I got were Improve Phantasmal Force, which is the same spell component as Phantasmal Force, and Blur, which doesn't have a spell component. So
But you're
Yeah,
gonna
you're
you want to get some new spells from the spell books that the party has, right?
yes, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna start learning those, and yeah, well,
Okay. All right. So,
I'll mark off on the wire that he has the spell components yet to be made for Augury, and I'll mark off 1,000 from his.
well, like you have dice, right?
Yeah, it's going to be something different for
You-
him. I assume,
It wouldn't need to be.
wouldn't it?
No.
You can have dice as well. I just gotta carve them
It just needs to be something.
appropriate, since he is of the
Yeah.
same faith. So
I mean, if you
I
wanted
guess
to be
it
something
makes it-
different, that's fine. I don't care. It's just like you just need to
Well.
spend 1,000 gold pieces and then spend time working on it.
Yeah, I'm marking off 1,000 gold pieces. So he has something that
Okay,
is
that's fine.
to be made.
okay. I couldn't find where I wrote down the formula for how much it cost. Do you know what that was?
Yeah, it
it's
is.
2 gold pieces
Go ahead, Souls.
per max spell level times casting level, caster level.
Okay.
So 2 gold pieces times level 2 is your highest spell, and then your caster level.
What was the first number 2 times?
2 gold pieces.
Okay. Okay.
I will.
Actually, my
Here's
spell
basically
level is now 4, so
There's the formula for it.
Enjoy
Yeah, I
it
just-
while it's still inexpensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets expensive.
I pay 200 when I refresh my both cleric and mage spell ingredients for the generic ingredients.
16 gold. Yes, I had to do that. My brain was not doing math.
That's fine. Yeah, the point of it is to, because like with each spell level that you get, and in each level you're getting more and more spells. You're adding more and more spells to your spell book and stuff like that, and so yeah, it is designed to get expensive when you start getting higher levels.
Yep.
Especially when you are a dual caster like me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so
Why is your max spell level 4?
At 4th level, it's still 2.
he just swapped
I
he
did-
swapped the 2 and the 4. It's fine.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm refreshing mine as well. Mine would be 12.
You won't need to, Ockar.
Okay.
And the wire definitely needed to, because he definitely went underwater.
Yeah.
His spell components got ruined in a way.
Yeah. You guys will probably have to again at series, but
Okay.
those of you who
I'll
didn't,
just do.
yeah, those of you who didn't gain a new spell level, you won't have to until series. Those who did gain a new spell level will have to at series again as well, but okay. So, let's see. Let me go through and see what people plan to do on the trip. Braxon.
Braxon's going to check over the ship.
Just that, just kind of normal stuff, captainy stuff.
Yeah, he's also going to spend some time looking at the stars, because he seems to be better at looking at stars these days.
Okay.
Hey, you got a new
Practice.
proficiency.
Yeah, practice his navigation.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah?
Question.
Mhm.
We should probably buy some pearls, because we have a load of items to identify before we leave. Just as an FYI, I mean, we usually offer up our own pearls. I'm just mentioning it to the 2 new player members usually. How we do it. So, well, I don't know how to work this. Just buy yourself some pearls at some point.
Okay.
They're just
But
like
they
100
need to
gold each.
be minimum of 100 gold piece.
Well, how many pearls does a party have on hand right now?
I have 2 normal, 1 large.
Yeah, Finn has 4 of the 250 gold piece versions.
I feel like we could make this a lot easier if we just said that we, as a group, basically handle the generic identification for the items, and if anyone wants the better identification, then they would pay the higher, more expensive pearls.
Well, wasn't there an argument against this when we brought this up last time that it cuts into the crew fund in a way?
Yep.
That's why we couldn't do it.
Well, we could take it out of our shares. We could separate out the crew share and then take this out of our money.
And
Or
the thing
just
is,
outside of that, we could just pool some money for it.
Yeah.
also the thing
No.
is like a lot of items you can just use, and eventually you'll know what they are. So to a certain extent, identifying them
Yeah.
is kind of gravy on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all I'm saying is, obviously, we're at a port place to buy pearls if you want to potentially have something identified in the future.
I mean, yeah, you're at a port. If you want to get some, if people want to get some pearls, if that's going to be part of a party thing for now or whatever, I don't care. It's not. This is not the appropriate time to redo. Like have a discussion on how you guys want to handle that moving
I'm
forward.
just yeah.
That is something
I'm just
for
buying a couple.
outside of the game. But yeah, if you
Yeah.
guys want to get some identification done and you're worried about not having enough pearls, this is the time.
Yeah, no, I'm buying 2 normal pearls, 1 large. I assume that would be fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
We
Normal
can
pearls
have
are
a chat
100
about
gold
that.
pieces. Larger ones are 250. Therefore, depending on the spell needed.
I'll buy 1 larger pearl.
Okay. All right. So, Ockar, what do you want to do on the trip to Ceres?
I'll be studying that the law books and also the animal training book until I'm done with them.
Okay. Lafdul, you'll be carving the components.
I'd be finishing the first segment of it by the time we get to. I think before we get to the what do you got, Dark Star. So that'll be the first check for that segment because it's done in 3 segments. Because I didn't have a lot of time to do it all the time. I mean, I have more time to do it.
What
now,
about
but...
what about carving the dice for Loire?
Yeah, I can do that. How long do you think that would take?
Couple weeks.
Yeah,
It's
I
very
can
precise work.
prioritize that. Yeah, I'll prioritize that. I'll do that then for Loire.
Okay.
And plus, it can be stopped and started because it's not spell research. So
Yeah. Solas.
I will need to check what since I'm most likely learning from a few spells from the library, but I need to check which spells I can learn without research such.
Okay.
Oh, one further thing. I'd
Yep.
be teaching Solas and Finn the no languages and protection from undead.
Okay.
If they have access to those schools, one's in protection, the other one's in divination.
Okay. How about you, Finn?
The only thing Finn has on his agenda is to mix up those 2 batches of Ghost Root.
Okay. And you only have those 2 available, the ones that you just.
Yes,
Okay.
I have 3 other prepared.
That's fine. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was. You didn't have any that you had found but not prepared yet. Okay.
Right.
Darrakar, how about you?
I don't have much to do before the trip. I'm going to work out.
Do you plan on taking Glaive, non-weapon proficiency at any point.
I have taken it as a weapon proficiency, yes.
You need to do some fight training.
Yeah.
Braxon will fight with anyone who's leveled up.
I mean, you can just have general drills.
Yeah.
Also work with the crew and for drills and stuff. So
Yeah.
drilling and such. Okay. Lankas, how about you?
I'm gonna be learning some new spells.
Okay. All right. So you're looking at over 2 weeks to get to series. You have a choice of when you get into the inner ring, the nature of the grinder is that it is a shell, so you can either travel outside it, you can travel through it, like go through the ring of the grinder, but that's very likely to increase encounters. Or you can get to series outside and then move in, kind of thing. What are you looking at? Series is over here, by the way.
We are a mercenary warship in a way. I'd say we take the encounters. We are paying a fortune for our mercenaries. Make use of them. That's my point.
Mm-hmm.
Traveling through the grinder will also be slower.
Yeah.
Because you're constantly needing to navigate around
Yeah.
So we'd pretty much have to go. I think we'd have to go through the grinder to say here, and then travel on the inside of the grinder to here, and then go to series from the inside if we were going to cut through the grinder. Did everyone see those pings?
Yeah, I saw what you mean. Mm-hmm. I'm fine with that.
Well, I'm not saying we should do it. What I'm saying is it would not make sense for us to fly along the grinder because we'd be knocked out of spelljamming speed on a regular basis. If we travel through the grinder, we'd go through it once. We'd have one lot of encounters going through the grinder, and then another lot when we get to here. Yeah. Braxton's going to have a discussion with our space owl friend,
Glau.
Glau, and we're going to have a look at the guidebook and try and work out how thick the grinder is and how slow we will be going through the grinder versus just going around.
So when you're in the grinder, traveling along it, I would treat the travel time as the same, but passing through, I count them as 2. So it is faster. And again, the encounter chances are higher in the grinder.
Yeah, well, like I said, I wasn't talking about flying along the grinder. I was talking about flying through it and traveling across on the inside of the grinder and then going out again. So what I
mean is, like, let's say you roll a d6 to see if there's an encounter, which is not how I do it. I'm just saying as a hypothetical.
Yeah.
Outside of the grinder, it might be a 1 on a d6. Inside the grinder, it might be 1, 2, 3 on a d6 for chances.
I see.
That's what I mean.
I see. All right. Well, it seems like everybody's up for a fight because we've got loads of mercenaries.
No, I just want opportunity to recover costs.
Yeah.
Well, keep in mind that an encounter doesn't necessarily mean, oh, look, there's a ship. It could also be, oh, look, there's a Sargasso. Oh, look, there's food is spoiled. Like, I mean, there's all kinds of things. An encounter just means something.
Yeah,
something happens.
The Dark Star's in the grinder.
Yeah.
So actually, thinking it over, from a non-metagamey point of view, yeah, as in, let's get attacked by pirates so we can get some treasure. Thinking about it from that point of view, if we go through the grinder and then fly along wild space and then go through the grinder again a little bit to get the series, we have a little bit of experience in what it's like flying through the grinder. I don't know that we've gone through the grinder before. And that might help us for when we finally go over to go to the Dark Star. What do people think?
Is that as in like fly through to go along the inside rather than go along the outside? Is that your idea?
Yeah, like I said, I
Okay.
think you missed my ping. I was
No,
talking
I saw him.
about
I saw him.
flying
I saw him.
through.
I wanted to make sure
through
that
to the other
that's what
side.
you were thinking of.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not talking about flying the
Yes.
full
No, I
length
got
through
that.
the
I got
grinder. That will be insane.
I mean, I think my only question, Lankus's only question is, why do they call it the grinder?
Because it's lots of little rocks that
You get ground up.
Very dense.
it
Like
doesn't.
imagine if our ship was in a mortar and pestle.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I
so-
thought. That's why I'm like.
So actually, like the best way to think about it is like the real asteroid belt in our solar system. It is not very dense. There's a lot of asteroids in it, but when you actually get there, it's empty. You could
Yeah.
if you just fired off a rocket at random to go through our asteroid belt, the chances of it like impacting against something accidentally is minuscule. Whereas the grinder, if you think of like the scene
Star
in
Wars.
Star Wars where they're like weaving in and out through this dense cluster of asteroids, that is what the grinder is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But a sphere around Earth.
Yeah.
But in character to explain it to Lankus, I'd probably say it's like imagine a giant mortar and pestle, but a bunch of them all around you,
Yeah.
trying to
Or-
crush you.
I would say it's like a bag of marbles or a box of marbles that you just are constantly shaking.
True.
Yeah, and your ship figurines inside of it.
Yeah.
You're trying not to
So-
get broken.
If we do fly through the grinder, we are going to be basically on red alert, as if we're going to be attacked all the time, because at any moment we
Heightened
can drop
alert.
out spelljamming speed. There could be pirates, there could be monsters. There might be nothing. There might be no problem. There might be people that need rescuing. Yeah, and then once we're on the inside of the grinder, it'll be back to normal. So, how long would it take, in your estimation, to fly through the grinder?
So normally it's 5 inner blocks per day. But if you fly just straight through the grinder, then you only get 4 blocks in a day. Basically, transiting the grinder, I'm going to say, is counts as 2 blocks.
Yeah.
One advantage if we do go through is we can take a straighter shot to Ceres.
Yeah.
It's water on the.
Yeah, so it'd be a slightly shorter course, but there'd be some delay going through.
Also, if you're not actually leaving the grinder, so like to get to Ceres, it's not going to be 2. It's just the normal one to move in there, and that's Ceres.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Lafdul, did you have a question?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was looking at debris barrier, but you can't really use it in any mitigating circumstances because the range is so small. 5 yards of level, so you basically have to be stationary.
Yeah. It's. I think it's more about protecting crew from jettison.
It would be opportunity to use the spell because there's plenty of debris around.
Yeah.
Going through the grinder saves us 1 day. I just counted.
No, there you go.
squares.
It is just about time for us to take our break, but Finn was indicating that he's getting a sinus headache, so let's go ahead and take care of the ghost route, and then we'll take our break so that he can go get some rest. Finn,
Okay.
ready for that?
Yeah, it's a -6 penalty normally, so it'll be -3.
Okay.
And 2 attempts.
Nope.
Well, that went well.
That is unfortunate. Well, even half the penalty only goes so far. But unfortunately, the dice giveth, the dice taketh away. All right, but it is about time for us to take our break. For those watching on YouTube, we'll be back with the next session in another video. For those watching on Twitch, it's a good time to stretch your legs, get something to eat or drink, and we will be back in about 10 minutes, everyone. See you shortly.
See you on the other side.